Coach, somehow it's been 3 months since you faced the Bucs the first time this season. Now you get round 2, the most important matchup of them all. Where's the number one area your team has grown since you first faced the Bucs?
Wow. I would say in all areas. Honestly, it's hard to just pinpoint one. Man, we've been on the road so many times since then and had to endure a number of things that we were able to overcome. But then to be able to come back home here, find ways to win, you get a division championship. I just think we've done a lot of things really well. We're a very resilient team, as you know. But this team we're getting ready to face is too.
And they have a lot of playmakers. We'll start with Chris Godwin, one of the top receivers for Baker Mayfield. He's on the cusp of, he's over 1,000 yards at this rate. Why is that duo between Baker and Godwin one that you cannot keep your eyes off this entire game?
Look, they put him a lot in the slot. So they got Evans, who usually ends up being the single receiver, and so he's going to demand that you get a double here. You don't want to leave this guy one-on-one. So then that means a lot of times he can get one-on-one. And if not, then it's the back, right? But in this case, because he plays the slot so well, he's got versatility to be able to run these routes, runs a lot of these dig routes, these delta, these mid-crosses, but then you see the changeup. He leans on it, he goes to the corner, gets a big play, he's got run after catch, so he's dangerous. And by the way, he was getting doubled here.
Another dangerous weapon is Rachaad White, running back. In his second year, he has 114 catches, though, in his 2-year career so far. How do you anticipate where he might go off when he can impact so many areas?
It's very evident this is a smart football player. He's got vision. You can tell they ask him to do a lot, so he understands protections, he understands the screens, the timing. This happens to be a screen. I'll show you from behind. But just the timing of, all right, here we go, set it up. Looks like he's going to chip the edge, but it's just buying enough time for his guard to get out and then make this block, and then he understands his landmarks. Look at him setting up the blocks. He's just a crafty, smart football player. He's stronger than you would think he is, too. He can break tackles, so he's a perfect fit for their offense.
Defensively, let's get to linebacker Lavonte David. In year 12, 4.5 sacks on the season, which doesn't totally jump off the page. But what is jumping off the film, Coach, that you are very aware of this player come Sunday?
The same thing that has been there for 11 seasons, all right, now that he's in his 12th. It is no different, and I do feel like this guy just keeps getting younger, it feels like. So look at his key and diagnose. This shows up all the time. I mean, he knows exactly what's coming. He plays with violence. He can still run. And oh, by the way, he may be, in his time in the league, he may be one of these guys, if not the guy, that creates more takeaways than anybody at the position. So he's dangerous. This guy's dangerous too, by the way, as a ball guy. You want to talk about guys that get the ball out. But, you know, these guys are issues.
All right, Coach, looking to Ford Field Sunday. We know crowd was electric, everything. You said earlier this week, you're not someone who's going to just sit back and really take this all in just yet, but you played for the city. Now you're the head coach of Detroit. Have you been able to take in what you've been able to do for the city in this season?
Not entirely. I mean, I understand it, and I feel so good for so many people. I really do. And look, I get letters and all the time, and those mean something when you open these letters, and I wish my grandfather was still here. I wish my dad, I wish my mom would have seen this. Those hit hard. Those are good, and I understand why. So believe me, I know what we have in front of us. I'm so happy for everybody, but man, this is not over. This is not over. This is just the beginning.
You read all the letters?
Not all of them,
okay.
But I try to just, you know, when I get a minute, I try to rip through some and start reading as fast as I can.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Coach.
All right, thank you.